Planet Zoo has been rated E10 plus by the MSRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for all persons ages 10 and over. This video is brought to you in part by The Night Sheriff by Phil Foglio. Bartholomew Xenonland is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he's burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything: the guests, the staff, and the supernaturals who take refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but the secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. And even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Planet Zoo and the Prairie Haven Zoo Project. Well, I've got a story for you. You remember how I was talking about how I was going to put an African wild dog habitat over here in the corner next to the cassowaries and the pangolins? Well, as you can see, I did just that. The sun's going down, so it's going to be dark here in the zoo soon. But yeah, I built. Here are the African wild dogs, and this is their habitat. I think I did a pretty good job on it, to be brutally honest. I think they've got a nice place to live here. But you may be wondering, Jack, don't you normally start the videos with a speed build? You're absolutely right, I do. But here's the problem. While I was in the middle of the speed build, I'm going to pause this for a second. While I was in the middle of the speed build, everything locked up. My computer completely and totally locked up. It froze solid. I have no idea what went wrong. All I know is that something happened. And as a result, basically, I had to completely reboot my computer from the ground up. I couldn't, I couldn't turn off any of the programs. It just was not responding at all. Control-Alt-Delete wasn't working, so I basically had to do that thing where you hit the start button, the power button on your computer to turn it off, which is not recommended, I gotta tell you, but it wasn't turning off any other way. And so when I restarted, I was like, okay, one of three things happened. If Planet Zoo was the problem, then I had lost every single ounce of work on the habitat that I'd put in, and by that point I'd put in about an hour and 20 minutes. However, it could have also been Filmora, which is the capture software. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna do something I never do, and that's switch to my capture software. Here's my capture software. It's Wondershare Filmora. I really like it. It's easy to use. It's intuitive, and it's got all the features. Anyway, that it was possible that the problem lied with that, and if that happened, then I'd keep what I was building in Planet Zoo, but I would not have a video to show you guys. I wouldn't have the speed build footage. The third possibility was, of course, that it was both. And if it was both, I basically would be back at square one. Other than the wasted time, no worse for wear, I could start all over. Well, it turned out that the problem was my Filmora. Basically, what happened was they sent a, hey, you've got an update signal. That is the Wondershare, the people who make this program here. They sent one of those, hey, you've got an update signals in the middle of me recording something, and it locked up the program. It just locked it. So I lost the build footage, but I kept all the work that I did on this habitat, and I was able to finish it, and it all came out okay, and it's looking pretty good. I mean, look, this is a great habitat, It's looking pretty good, and I like how it came out. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you how I built it. which is irritating. Anyway, guys, if you like what you see here, and I know that the sun's going down, so you probably can't see it very well. If you liked what you see here, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm very sorry I didn't get you the build video, but at least we have the habitat, and the wild dogs are such an interesting species. I like how I did their bedding area. It's underneath the path, and it resembles a cave, so it's all very fun. They've got lots of room. They do require a bit of room, but they've got lots of room to move around, lots of room to run. They've got places to rest that are up here on the back, and the entire thing is really well visible to the elevated path here. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you think. Anyway, in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting in a habitat for the giant Galapagos tortoise. I'm putting it in right over here. I'm also extending this pathway out this way in case I want to build further on out into this area. So yeah, I hope to see you then. Please join me in for my Galapagos tortoise build, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.